Hi, Service Alternatives, and happy Friday. I want to start my message off today by talking a little bit about our CEDAR program. CEDAR program is an 8-bed program that we have in Arlington, and the program focuses primarily on stabilizing youth that are at risk of homelessness or that are homeless. There are youth that come into our program and have a variety of barriers that are preventing them from stabilizing in a home environment. They can be drug and alcohol issues. They can be issues with school and staying in school, health issues, all kinds of things that really are getting in the way from them being able to be with a family. And that program has been one of the programs that has had to focus tremendously on health and safety during this time. If you can imagine youth coming in that are living in an unstable environment and the risks they have been exposed to, especially with regard to COVID, it's fairly substantial. CEDAR has mostly been running with 4 kids in the program, and this last weekend they have a story that I wanted to share. It's a story about a young man who has been served by the program previously, and he's had a variety of goals, and for a variety of reasons he has eloped before completing the whole program. He came to the house this past weekend with an adult that he had previously identified as somebody that was safe for him to be with, and he came to the program and asked to be re-referred, asked to be let back in. He came with goals and he came prepared and ready to work. And the program, while they were already in the process of doing 2 other youth intakes, took his request seriously and really honored the commitment that he have expressed to himself in terms of his willingness to work. The program is one that has, with a variety of youth that have come in and out, with a variety of youth that have been in unstable placements. I'm just so impressed with what they have done to keep themselves safe, keep the youth safe, and provide a safe environment. And in this particular situation, for them to go to 5 kids instead of 4, for them to go above and beyond in terms of bringing in yet a 3rd intake on a weekend night, just shows the level of commitment that this program has to the youth that are experiencing such profound challenges in their lives. And so it's an opportunity to both share a little bit about CEDAR and also to call out the amazing commitment that this program shows. There continue to be so many programs across SA that are going above and beyond and helping clients get their needs met despite the many, many barriers that are present in our lives right now. So thank you, CEDAR, and great job to all of you. There continue to be a lot of systems that are being worked on throughout Service Alternatives. One of those systems that has been worked on has been a tremendous collaboration between a number of departments, and that is our ADP onboarding. So we have a new way that we are starting to onboard employees to Service Alternatives in order to give them a more consistent experience. This started with supported living, and the process is well underway there. And now we're about to move into children and family services in terms of developing and designing and onboarding the managers and others who will be involved in that. But the opportunity has presented itself for multiple departments to be involved together. So there have been a partnership established between finance, between technology, between HR, between Jesse as our engagement administrator, administrators, managers. Has taken a whole variety of people to pull this off. And then especially, it was something that was underway prior to COVID, but COVID, of course, has just brought this whole new element of that. With that, in terms of hiring, SA has hired 57 people, new hires to Service Alternatives since March, which is quite a number, especially given COVID. And also has welcomed back 4 new employees. And I want to take this opportunity to really ask that each of you that comes into contact with a new employee, whether it's a health and safety meeting, whether it's somebody that you're passing in the office, whether it's somebody that you're in a Zoom meeting with, whatever it may be, please take the opportunity to welcome that person to Service Alternatives. If you can imagine, anybody starting at a new company at any point in time is a little nerve-wracking for a lot of people. Anytime starting at a company at a time where there are so few people around and those typical opportunities for connections are not present, it's even that much more significant. So I would really appreciate what every one of us can do to go out of our way. I hope we do it all of the time, but especially during COVID, take the time to introduce yourself, welcome them to SA, see if they're getting what they need, and just help this be a really good opportunity for each person who has joined us during this time. It's also a great opportunity to remind you of the new hire bonus. So any current employee who welcomes a new employee, invites them in for an interview, that person stays with the organization for a bit of time, the details are written in the flyer, receives a $200 bonus. And it's a great opportunity for any of you to get a little bit of extra spending money. It's a great opportunity to welcome new team members that are going to fit in with our values and really help us promote our mission. So I encourage each of you to think about who you might know that would really benefit Service Alternatives and the work we do. Thank you, SA, for your continued focus on your health, your safety. Thank you for the mask wearing. Thank you for wearing gloves when you need to. Thank you for disinfecting surfaces. Thank you for washing your hands. I had an opportunity this last week. I have not traveled around much myself, but I was in 4 different offices in the last week, and I observed the utmost care and attention to everything that we're asking. And I'm just so appreciative of what every one of you is doing every day to help this be a safe, comfortable, welcoming, high quality producing environment for all of us to be a part of and contribute to our communities. Bye, SA.